Hi, my name is Claire Cote, and I'm going to talk about how the Voices of the Northern Rio Grande project is building resiliency and belonging through storytelling. In our community here in northern New Mexico, people are already stressed from the nature of living in a rural place and the current social and political situation of today has added to a sense of disconnection and division. And so that has put people even more on edge. And one example of that is that I recently started to volunteer at the North Central New Mexico Food Pantry, and recently we gave out the highest number of food boxes that has ever been distributed before, right at the time when SNAP benefits were cut. So, you know, so many challenges in the community are a real pressure on people to just survive, let alone thrive. And this kind of leads to further disconnection from, their own sense of self and a sense of meaning, but also to each other when you're just sort of trying to, you're run ragged by the demands of life. So for me, both as like a human being and an artist, and then also as someone, as a community archivist and community collaborator, for me the solution has really been finding a personal resiliency practice that shows up also as an arts practice. And for me, that's a daily walk that I take around a little lake in Cuesta called Eagle Rock Lake. It's nothing super fancy, but it is beautiful, and it is such a wonderful place to return to again and again throughout the seasons, and to watch that change. It's how I really connect to myself, and I'm sort of get grounded every day, and that really helps me to be able to show up better for my family as an artist, and then also in my community work. And that really helps with resilience for me. This also then shows up in the community programming of Voices of the Northern Rio Grande. And what we're really excited about this year is starting a regular monthly get together with people in our community where two people are featured to share their stories and have people listen live in person, and then also that's shared as a monthly podcast and video cast. And it's received a lot of positive feedback, and we can already feel like a sense of connection from that. We, at the beginning of the year, suffered from a grant cut that we were expecting to receive a grant that was partially federally funded, and that was frustrating, but the community has really shown up and for Voices of the Northern Rio Grande and made more programming possible than we've ever had before. So that feels really positive and exciting in this time. So what I feel like, kind of reflecting on all of this, is that we all need to find that personal resiliency practice to be strong in ourselves so that we can really show up as our best self for the people around us in our own communities. Because if each one of us in our own communities show up in that way, we'll have a strong lattice of communities all over the globe.